This morning, the committee that I serve as Deputy Chair, the Public Accounts Committee, was meant to interface with technical people, together with the elected leaders of Mukono District Local Government and Mukono Municipality. But to our dismay, we sent an invitation, I think, like 2 weeks ago, and we expected them to also send some of the responses that were highlighted in the Auditor General's report. But to our dissatisfaction, unfortunately, we received their responses today morning, together with their financial statements. And the few minutes that we used to go to peruse through the statements, we saw a lot of issues that are not aligning to compared to the queries that were highlighted by the Auditor General. So we also realized that there were uncoordinated activities between the COW of Mukono and the elected leaders, because they didn't even come with the district chairperson or even a representative. And when we also had an interface with the chairperson of Mukono District Local Public Accounts Committee, we also realized that they have not been working together. To our notice, it was found out today that they just had a meeting yesterday but one, and they are trying to see how they are going to respond before the Committee of Parliament. So our message goes out clearly to our brothers, those most especially the accounting officers who are responsible for managing most of the local governments. This time round, things are going to be different. We expect you to come when you're very much organized. If you are meant to send some of the communication in time, kindly do it, because we are doing this in the best interest. And we've had issues that most of local governments don't work hand in hand. They don't work in harmony. You find a cow doing different things that are not in acceptance with the district chairperson or a mayor. So we call all of them to order, and we want them to know that if there is a law that was put in place to serve for that purpose, kindly let us respect it. Because when you look at the Local Government Act, it clearly stipulates most of the responsibilities that each stakeholder is supposed to serve. So we have advised them to go back and prepare, and we shall write to them again to invite them, then so that they can give us clear information. But we want also to awake them that before maybe before like 2-3 years ago, they were used to these processes where they would be invited, they give lies, then go. But this time round, come ready, very prepared. If you come to lie to a Committee of Parliament, we shall hand over them to police, the one that is responsible for investigations. And those who will be found guilty, there is no way how we are going to leave them, because this is a time where we must respect the taxpayers' money. That if you're given money to do something, kindly do it. Though some have been having a tendency where they are even being given money to serve certain purposes, like constructing roads, hospitals, schools, and most of them, we hear some of them have a tendency of also fixing them on different accounts. They first make businesses, and by the time they think about implementing those projects, time is out, and that's why most of the monies in local governments have been are being swept back to consolidated funds. So, as our committee, we are ready to serve. Today it was Mukono. Tomorrow we are going to meet other entities. And I think in the space of 3 months, we shall also come out clearly to give a report on most of our findings, that those who will be found not to do the right things will also be exposed.
What should be done for these local governments to harmonize and really serve the people?
That is very clear. The Local Government Act is very clear. It stipulates the responsibilities that each stakeholder is supposed to serve. Kindly let them revisit the Local Government Act so that it can guide them. Because I don't think as members of Parliament we are going to intervene in the misunderstandings that are found within districts. That is clear. It was Parliament passed a law which they are supposed to follow. So I call upon all of them also to go and revisit it. If you're a cow and you think you're going to work alone, that is very wrong. If you're a mayor or a district chairperson, a certain committee that was appointed by council, and you think you're going to do your own things, that is also wrong. So I think that can easily be sorted, because there is a clear law that is supposed to guide all of those local governments.